Hi folks, it's Sean Maroney from Maroney Small Engines. Thanks for joining me. I just want to today touch on something that a lot of people are not really sure about, and that is snowblowers. How do you know which one to buy, which one's good, which one is not so good? Well, I can tell you one thing. The snowblowers of yesterday are far better than the ones of today. The materials, the workmanship, everything was far better than it is in today's market. That is pretty much the same reason why you have most things that you will buy that are like a 5-year throwaway. They design parts to purposely break so that you'll have to take them in and get them fixed, or for those that don't want to do that, they'll just turn around and buy themselves a brand new unit. If you are in that position, that's great for you. But for the average guy like me, I got to fix my stuff. So here's what I'm going to show you. The difference between the older ones, like for instance, this one here. If I can just get this camera to work properly. Nope, I guess I'm going to have to do it this way. So as you can see from this one, there are metal handles. And underneath, there are metal rods. These are for your drive, for your gears, for your forward reverse, for your chute. And underneath, they started using plastic, okay, with metal that goes into the plastic. These are known to break. It's pretty common, but that comes with years of use. But that's because plastic in the cold gets brittle. And once that plastic gets cold and brittle, what is going to happen? It's going to break. Even with lubrication, there's a good chance you're going to have an issue with plastic. In the cold temperatures of Canada, we just can't have these sorts of things on our snowblowers because we need them to work, right? And chances are you probably didn't even check it until you ran it for the first time. So here's the thing. This is the new style for some units. Many units have this style, okay? This plastic console is what it is. These levers are all made of metal, but they all go into a plastic console. Now, if you look underneath, there are no metal rods for your drive, for your chute, for anything. They're cables. Now, underneath here, this is also all plastic. This piece is metal, this piece is metal, but everything else underneath here is plastic. So over time of shifting, especially if you're not gentle with it, these plastic pieces will break, and it doesn't take long for them to break. Lubricating the cables, lubricating all of the joints, all good idea, okay? Proper maintenance for these new units is imperative if you want this thing to last you longer than 2 years or 3 years, okay? Now, what happens is that cable that you can see right here, this is for the shift lever, okay? This is for your gears, all right? Now, that cable goes down here and adjusts and comes into the housing right here. Now, in behind this cable hooks up to the main spring that is going to control the drive. That spring is going to pull on your friction wheel and move it on the friction disc to give you reverse and forward and first, second, third, fourth, etc. These units are not the best units to buy. I'm going to tell you that right now. I literally just put this console on 2 days ago, and my father-in-law just got a hold of me and asked me to order him one because this unit had the shifter break here underneath. His broke here underneath. So they're not designed to last. So when you're looking at a snowblower, try and find one that does have metal parts. The more metal, the better. Plastic, winter, bad. Metal, winter, good. Okay, lubrication still is key, whether it's plastic or metal. But if you are looking for a new snowblower, they're not cheap. So therefore, I would strongly suggest if you're looking for a new snowblower, or if you have a snowblower like one of these ones with the plastic consoles, that you lubricate. And here's another key factor that you should remember. When you're using this in gear, if you use this is on the least tension right here in reverse. But as you move this up, the tension does increase. However, if you only go to fourth gear, there's not as much pressure on the plastic, and this will actually prolong the life of your snowblower, of this console, so that it won't break. Putting it in sixth gear puts more strain on the plastic. Chances are it's going to break a lot faster. The other thing is making sure that these bolts that attach to the metal right here, these big bolts, make sure that these are not too tight, because if you tighten them and you've got plastic in there, you're looking for trouble. All right, hope that this is some help to you. This is tip number 2. and I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.